Hey, you beautiful twin flames. I'm just doing an audio today because I want you to hear what I have to say. Thank you for being here. First and foremost, if you haven't got a cuppa yet or a water, go and get one. Pause the video. I've been working on my manifesting course because I know there's some interest in that, so that's kind of where I've been. But I really just want to give you this message that's coming through today because the divine masculine is wanting to talk to you. And I've also got, it's Fantastic Friday as well. However, I'm going to just leave it for this week and go back to it next week because I feel like this is really important, what he has to say. My throat chakra is playing up like crazy. Some of your divine masculines may even be unwell at this time. Or perhaps you are divine feminine. I want to just see what he's going to say. I'm just shuffling the cards now, and I feel like it's really important. Okay, so just going to tap into the energies. If you remember yesterday, we were talking about how he... wow. Here we go. He was trying to plan to get to you. You know, physically actually thinking, writing it down, trying to, figure out a way. Hang on a minute. Wow. Some of you aren't well at all. Oh dear. I'm smiling because he kind of doesn't want to tell me what he wants to tell you, and it's frustrating because yeah, here we go. It's frustrating because he wants to tell you and he doesn't want to tell you, So I've got this mixed energy. So I've got cards flying out and then I've got cards going back in the deck. Yeah, he's been taking the time for healing. If you haven't heard from him, he's been healing. Or perhaps you are. Take it how it resonates. The energies can always be flipped here. We've got a little story coming through now. Okay, so he's saying, as you know, I've been working on my craft, whatever that is, whatever his job is, he's been really working hard. He's putting all of his passion, all of his energy into making money right now. And if your divine masculine is unemployed, he's putting all of his energy and passion into his resourcefulness, okay? His mind is constantly thinking of you. He knows you're waiting for him. He feels this energy of you waiting for him. And yeah, he knows you feel confused. It's kind of like, where is the DM? Why haven't I got any DMs from my DM? Really interesting. He doesn't feel like he's ready to come into you. Okay, and I'll tell you why. This is highly interesting because his energy... because he's healing, his energy isn't as vibrant as it might normally be, okay? And he doesn't want to bring any of his negativity. For some it's negativity, for some it's ego, into the connection. Many of them are dealing with other people. There might be up to 5 other people around who are annoying him or... putting their 2 cents worth in, or, however you want to say that. And so he's dealing with them and trying to work hard. His mind hasn't left you. but all of his energy is being expended in his craft. Some divine masculines have got family members who are expecting him to bring home more money, and this is really beautiful, all he really wants to do, this is the truth, we have the Ace of Swords here denoting the truth, all he really wants to do right now is communicate to people around him that he's in love and that he's on a mission to try and make the divine feminine not single anymore. This is what's coming through, to make the divine feminine not single anymore. He knows that the divine feminine has felt lonely, and he can really feel this, but he's staying strong, he's remaining strong, and he's holding back on bringing a message. So it's like this energy of, I want to bring a message, but I'm kind of not ready. I want to have more energy when I come into her, when I talk with her. But he seems to be manifesting at the moment. He's kind of in manifestation mode. So it's kind of like, I'll explain it like this. Let's say you decided that you were going to study another language. All right, and so you've bought all of the tools and tricks and, you know, this whole resource package that you went online and you bought it, and you thought, wow, this is really good. And you kind of said to yourself, you know, I'm just going to take a week to familiarize myself with this course so that I can at least say, let's say it was, I don't know, Spanish, you know, so I can at least talk in Spanish and say, you know, hey, how are you? Or my name is, you know, just the simple stuff. You want to at least know how to say the simple things. So it's kind of like he's given this time to himself, either through work or through some kind of resource that he's trying to work out. And he can feel you kind of waiting for him. But he hasn't stopped thinking about you. He's still thinking of you. Wow. Some of them may also have, like I said, a cold. Maybe some of your divine masculine smoke. I'm getting that coming through as well. Wow. There's a whole nother big message for here for you. He's wanting to give you more. You know, half of this time that he's taking at the moment, if you're in separation or have had some kind of separation, is because he's wanting to work out how to give you more. He says, Divine Feminine, I know that you have been a little bit worried about me, perhaps even confused about me, or even overthinking. Okay, but he says, I want to tell you that in the future, there's a special celebration coming your way. For some of you, some divine masculines are professing marriage here. There may also be some kind of birthday, or a birth of a child, or engagement, or something, you know, family oriented that either he's got to go to or you do. He says, I'm moving towards being with you. I'm trying to problem solve, and I know you don't feel this. I know you can't necessarily feel me doing this, but I want you to know that that's where I'm at. Okay. So he feels like the divine feminine's losing some kind of hope here. He also feels like, you know, for so long she's been saying, you know, everything's gonna be fine. I'm fine. You know, that whole I'm fine. And he'll, even though he's been holding back, he wants to come in. He wants to come in, but there's this energy shift here where he's kind of feeling like the divine feminine doesn't necessarily want him to come in. It's like she's sort of pushing him away a little bit. She's sort of like, well, there's nothing really going on here. There's nothing to see here. So maybe I'll just get on with my world. It looks like divine feminine just kind of decided to do this, to work on herself, to feel like she could do her own stuff and just let go of the connection a little bit. And I feel like he feels this, but when he comes in next time, he's going to have a good excuse for not coming in. For some of them, it's going to be this statement of, I thought everything was fine, and I really had some stuff to deal with in my karmic life, and then I felt a little bit out of control. If he's honest with you, divine feminine, he may say that. He may say, I kind of didn't know how to handle these people around me. They were really in their ego. They were really pushing me a lot. And of course, if you're awakened in any kind of way, and you've got people who are in third dimensional consciousness pushing, it can really drain your energy. So I feel like there's this, on one hand, he's got this creative project or this work that he's doing, and then on the other hand, he's really kind of going, well, these effing people around me. I need the swearing bell, don't I? These effing people around me are driving me crazy. Crazy, I tell you. But he's never stopped thinking about you. We have the Lovers here. We have the Two of Cups here. And we also have the Hermit here, signifying that he's going within. He's trying to remain calm despite what these other people bring to him. Really, really in love with divine feminine here with the Two of Cups and the Lovers. There's also this massive solar plexus energy where he's being very strong. He's maintaining his strength. I'm not sure if you know, but the solar plexus is where it's at in terms of power. That's where your real power is. That's the important chakra. I do feel like because of what's been going on with these other people, though, he has blocked off his heart to those people. Not to you, divine feminine, but to the other people. And this is causing those throat chakra issues and perhaps even a cold or, that feeling of, that nervous kind of clearing of the throat. And that's what will happen when the heart chakra becomes blocked off. So in the recent past, we also have this feeling of sorrow coming through, heartache coming through, perhaps even sleepless nights coming through. And this is feeling like it's coming from the divine feminine. And he's feeling this. And because he's trying to really concentrate on his world going okay, he's not ignoring that in the feminine, but because he's feeling generally happy with regard to work and his resources and things, he's kind of not intuitively picking up on what divine feminine needs right now, because so much is going on in his life. Wow. There's this feeling of him, for many of them, are in a connection with someone else. And if they're not in a connection with someone else, they feel like the people around them are making them feel a little bit trapped. So there's this, it's really weird. There's this, I'm really strong, I'm really content, I'm working on my craft, or I'm being resourceful, and then these people over here are really pissing me off. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm doing great, I'm being creative, I'm being, a masculine, I'm, going out there and creating and doing the things that I do as a masculine, and then it's this other shit energy from these people who are kind of taking the energy from him. Okay, but the overall result is that he's gonna win. This wish that he's working on, or this project that he's working on, is going to come to fruition. And I've really not got many communication cards here at all, so I don't know whether he's going to come in and talk to you. I know that he's checking out your social media. Most definitely he is. Looking at your pictures if you've sent pictures, or looking at your, perhaps your Facebook or your Instagram or whatever platform you use. But he's got this massive focus right now, and it's a huge project or something that he's working on that's really important to him. So let me just see what he wants to say to Divine Feminine. What his soul wants to say, because obviously the physical part of him's really busy. We have the Ace of Swords coming out again. Wow, this is cool. It's like, these other people are really pissing me off. That's what he wants Divine Feminine to know. These other people are really pissing me off. He may have had to come into his ego just to shut them down. They're really annoying him. We do have the King of Swords here, so he may communicate soon. For some of you, you may hear from him. Let me just see if we can get one more message that doesn't involve him being pissed off. That's funny. He was like, literally, I'm just so pissed off right now. All right. Okay. He's saying, wow, okay, we actually have a communication card. Yay. He's saying, I'm just trying to get myself balanced again. I've been a little bit angry. Here. Been kind of, pushed out by others, who are, making his emotions feel unbalanced. The Divine Masculine's pretty clever. Like, he doesn't really generally tap into his emotion too much until he's pushed to his limit. And it seems like these other people are just, because they're selfish, are pushing at him. And he may come and talk to you about this. Or if you're in separation and have been for a while, you may feel this. It'll be like a frustrated energy that'll be coming through in the ethereal. Okay, so I do see the communication card here. Within the next week, he should communicate with you. If you are, if he is in communication with you, if you know what I mean. So if you generally communicate with your Divine Masculine, you're like, where on earth is he? You should be hearing from him within the next week. If you have been in separation for a really, 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 really long time, maybe you need to reach out to me, so that you can come into union with yourself and then into union with your Divine Masculine. Let me know if you need any of my services. They are in the description box below. Thank you for spending time with me here at Tarot for You 444. I really wanted you to just hear this message today. I'm being guided to do some videos that are just audio and not visual, so that you can really hear that All right, so have a beautiful day, night, afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are in the world. I'm sending you love and peace from Australia, and let me know if this resonates with you. And I look forward to working with some of you very soon. Okay, bye everyone. Bye.